Good morning students, welcome my channel Bhuloks Mathematics. Last class I have already discussed about some important MCQ from different chapters. Let us come and today we discussing about a short answer type question which is very important so far your board examination is concerned like cbse and chse. Let us come and work out one by one. First of all we have to solve one sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus x is equal to cos inverse x. What is the value of x? We have to solve it. So write down the question. Answer. Sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus x is equal to cos inverse x. Okay? How you can solve this type of inverse trigonometric functions? We know cos inverse x, we know write down cos inverse x plus sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Okay, so in place of cos inverse x we have to put pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. So write down sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2 minus sin inverse x. So minus sin inverse x goes to this side. So here it is 2 sin inverse x plus sin inverse 1 minus x is equal to pi by 2. Okay, let sin inverse x is equal to theta. Let write down let sin inverse x is equal to theta. Sin inverse x is equal to theta, x is equal to sin theta. So now putting sin inverse x, put theta here. 2 theta plus sin inverse of 1 minus, in place of x we have to put sin theta, is equal to pi by 2. Okay. So 2 theta will go to that side. Sin inverse 1 minus sin theta is equal to pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Okay. Sin inverse box is equal to this. So box is equal to, write down box is equal to sin pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Okay. Sin inverse of box is equal to this, hence box is equal to sin pi by 2 minus 2 theta. Sin pi by 2 minus 2 theta is equal to cos 2 theta. Sin pi by 2 minus 2 theta, that is cos 2 theta. There is one formula. Cos 2 theta in form of sin. Cos 2 theta is equal to 1 minus 2 sin square theta. This is the formula. Cos 2 theta 1 minus 2 sin square theta. This one cancel. So minus 2 sin square theta will come to this side. 2 sin square theta minus sin theta is equal to 0. So sin theta taking common. So write down sin theta taking common. Sin theta common. So 2 sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Either sin theta 0 or this is equal to 0. Sin theta is equal to 0 or 2 sin theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So sin theta 0 means x is equal to 0. Okay. Here sin theta is equal to 1 by 2. So x is equal to 1 by 2. So there are two solutions. One x is equal to 0 or x is equal to half, which satisfies the above equation. Put x is equal to 0. Sin inverse 0, 0. Here it is sin inverse 1 pi by 2. Cos inverse 0 is 0. So here it is pi by 2. This is satisfied. So x is equal to 0 is the only solution. Write down x is equal to 0 is the only solution. X is equal to 0 is the only solution. X is equal to half does not satisfy the above equation. Hence, x is equal to 1 by 2 is the not solution of the above equation. Satisfy this equation. Sin inverse 0, 0. Here you put 0, sin inverse 1 pi by 2. So LHS is equal to RHS. So only x is equal to 0 is the solution of above inverse trigonometric functions. Now we have to discussing about the question number 2. Find the value of a and b so that fx is equal to 1 when x less than equal to 3 and ax plus b when 3 less than x less than 5 and 7 when x greater than equal to 5 is continuous at x is equal to 3 and x is equal to 5. Then what is the value of a and b? Okay, what is the value of a and b? Write down the answer of question number 2. Very important question. So we have to test the continuous at x is equal to 3. Write down. At x is equal to 3. RHL. Limit x tends to 3 plus f of x. X tends to 3 plus means x greater than 3. When x greater than 3, the value of fx is ax plus b. So here we write limit x tends to 3 plus value of fx ax plus b. So we put x is equal to 3 here, that is 3a plus b. Now we have to find out LHL. Limit x tends to 3 minus f of x. 3 minus means x less than 3. When x is less than 3, fx value is 1. Fx value is 1. So write down limit x tends to 3 minus fx value is 1. Whose limiting value is 1. As fx is continuous, write down as fx is continuous at x is equal to 3. So LHL is equal to RHL is equal to value of the function. LHL is equal to RHL is equal to value of the function. LHL is equal to how much? LHL is equal to 1. RHL is equal to 3a plus b. Value of the function is also 1. Value of the function is 1 also. So here it is 1 relation we have to get 1. Again at x is equal to 5. Write down at x is equal to 5. Then we have to find out RHL. Write down RHL. Right hand limit. Limit x tends to 5 plus f of x. X tends to 5 plus means x greater than 5. When x is greater than 5, the value is 7. So here it is limit x tends to 5 plus it is 7. So the limiting value is 7 because it is a constant. Okay, then we have to find out LHL. LHL. Limit x tends to 5 minus f of x. 5 minus. X tends to 5 minus means x less than 5. When x less than 5, the value of fx is ax plus b. So you write down here limit x tends to 5 minus. Here it is ax plus b. In place of x, we have to put 5. So that is 5a plus b. Okay. So as fx is continuous at x is equal to 5, write out as fx is continuous at x is equal to 5. So LHL is equal to RHL. So that is 5a plus b is equal to 7. Okay. So this is the equation number 2. So our aim is to find out the value of a and b. Here it is 1, here it is 2. Solving these two equations, we get the value of a and b. So write down solving. Write down solving by elimination process. 3a plus b is equal to 1. 5a plus b is equal to 7. Here it is plus means minus, minus, minus. Plus b minus b cancel. 3a minus 5a, that is minus 2a. Here it is 1 minus 7, that is minus 6. So a is coming out 1 by 3. When a is coming out, b will be coming out easily. Putting the value of a here. So 1 is equal to 3a plus b. So 1 is equal to 3 into 1 by 3 plus b. 3 cancel. B value is equal to 0. The value of b is coming out 0. Because we have to put here a is equal to 1 by 3. 1 by 3 cancel. 1 here, b is equal to 0. So the value of a is 1 by 3 and the value of b is equal to 0. Okay. So this is the answer of the question number 2. Very important so far your examination is concerned. Now we have to discussing one question from the derivative. Y is equal to sine inverse 5x plus 12 1 minus x square root over by 13 find dy dx. Differentiating on both sides with respect to x. So how can you do this problem? Very important problem. Your examination so far concerned. Write down the answer. Question number 3. Y is equal to sine inverse 5x plus 12 1 minus x square divided by 30. Okay. First of all, we have to put x is equal to sine theta. X is equal to sine theta. We have to put. Okay. So here we get sine inverse 5 sine theta plus 12 1 minus sine square theta divided by 30. 1 minus sine square theta, that is cos square theta. Here we get sine inverse 5. Here it is sine theta plus 12 cos theta. Okay, divided by 30. So this is form of a sine theta plus b cos theta. Put 5 is equal to r cos alpha. 12 is equal to r sine alpha. Okay, so squaring 5 square plus 12 square is equal to r square cos square alpha plus r square sine square alpha. So r square taking common, cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is equal to, here it is 25 plus 144. So it is 1. R square is equal to 169. That implies R is coming out root over of 169, that is 30. Okay, that is 30. So now put in place of 5 we have to put R cos alpha. In place of 12 we have to put R sin alpha. So that means y is equal to sine inverse In place of 5 are cos alpha into sin theta plus in place of 12 are sin alpha into cos theta divided by 30. Okay, so are taking common. So write down sin inverse are taking common sin theta into cos alpha plus cos theta into sin alpha divided by 30. The value of r is coming out 13. 13 is 13. Cancel. Value of r is 13. 13 on numerator as well as denominator, they will be cancelled to each other. So sin theta cos alpha plus cos theta sin alpha. Formula is Radon's formula sin theta plus alpha. Alpha is a constant. Sin inverse of sin box is equal to box. Sin inverse of sin box is equal to box. So when x is equal to sin theta, theta is equal to sin inverse x. Sin inverse x plus alpha. Alpha will be constant. So y is equal to this. Now it is reduces to this. This is reduces to this. So differentiating on both sides with respect to x. dy by dx. ddx of sin inverse x plus ddx of alpha. Alpha is a constant whose derivative is 0. Derivative of sin inverse x, that is 1 upon root over of 1 minus x square. So derivative of sin inverse x 1 by root over of 1 minus x square. So this is the answer of this question. Very important question for cbse as well as chse examination. Now we have to discussing about the question number 4. If R is a relation defined by R xy such that x minus y is divisible by 2, so that R is a equivalence relation on set of integer. Equivalence relation. What is equivalence relation? A relation R on set A is said to be a equivalence relation if it is a reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. Okay, so if we should check it is a reflexive, symmetric as well as a transitive, then it is a equivalence relation. Okay, now we have to check the reflexive. Reflexive means x related to x for all x belongs to z. Write down reflexive. Question number 4. Relation x related to y means x minus y is divisible by 2. So x minus x is equal to 0, which is divisible by 2. So x is related to x for all x belongs to z. X related to x means x minus x is equal to 0, which is divisible by 2. It is true for all x belongs to z. Hence reflexive property is satisfied. Reflexive property is satisfied. Then we have to check symmetry. Write down symmetry. Symmetric means x related to y, that implies y is related to x. So now x related to y. X related to y means x minus y is divisible by 2. When x minus y is divisible by 2 means minus of x minus y is also divisible by 2. That implies y minus x is divisible by 2. So y related to x for all x y belongs to z. So symmetric property is now satisfied. Write down. Symmetric property is satisfied. Symmetric property satisfied. Then we have to check transitive. Transitive means x related to y related to z. That implies x related to z. Write down transitive. X related to y. That implies x minus y is divisible by 2. That means x minus y is equal to 2k1. k1 belongs to z. X minus y is divisible by 2 means x minus y is equal to 2k1. Again, y related to z. That implies y minus z is divisible by 2. Y minus z is divisible by 2. That means y minus z is equal to 2k. 2. k2 belongs to z. This is equation 1. This is equation number 2. Now adding 1 and 2. Write down. Adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2. Write down. Adding 1 and 2. X minus y plus y minus z is equal to 2k1 plus 2k2. So minus y plus y cancel. X minus y is equal to 2 whole into k1 plus k2. k1 is an integer. k2 is an integer. Sum of two integer is also integer. That is replaced by another integer. k3 is equal to k1 plus k2 belongs to z. Hence, x minus z. X minus z is divisible by 2. So x is related to z. X is related to z. So transitive property is satisfied. Write down transitive property is satisfied. Reflexive property satisfied, symmetric property satisfied, and transitive property satisfied. So it is a equivalence relation. So write down. So it is a equivalence relation. It is a equivalence relation. Equivalence relation means reflexive property satisfied, symmetric property satisfied, and transitive property is satisfied. When three properties satisfied, then the relation is said to be an equivalence relation. Hence, it is a very important question. Now we have to discussing about another question number 5, that is from definite integral. Very important question. So integral from pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx upon 1 plus root over of cot x. What is the value? So write down the answer. Very important question. How can you solve it? Write down. We know one formula. A to b fx dx is equal to a to b f of a plus b minus x into dx. This is very important formula. We have to apply it here. Write down. Here it is I. Integration from pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx by 1 plus cot x. Here it is a, here it is b. A plus b, pi by 6 plus pi by 3, that is pi by 2. Whenever you see x, then it is replaced by pi by 2 minus x. Write down. Pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx by 1 plus root over of a plus b minus x, pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x, cot. Okay, cot, sorry, cot pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x. In this manner you have to write. Here it is, write down. We get cot pi by 2 minus x. Here it is pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx by 1 plus cot pi by 2 minus x. It is a tan x. It is a tan x. Pi by 6 plus pi by 3 minus x. Here it is pi by 2 minus x. Cot pi by 2 minus x, tan x. So we have to write pi by 6 to pi by 3 dx by 1 plus, here we write cot x. Taking LCM, we get pi by 6 to pi by 3. Cot x goes to a numerator. Here we get root over of cot x plus 1 dx. This is also I. This is also I. Now adding I plus I. Write down. Adding I plus I. I plus I is equal to integration from pi by 6 to pi by 3. Here it is dx by 1 plus root over of cot x plus pi by 6 to pi by 3. Here it is root over of cot x divided by root over of cot x plus 1 into dx. So denominator same, numerator will be added. So that will be 2i is equal to integration from pi by 6 to pi by 3, 1 plus root over of cot x divided by 1 plus root over of cot x into dx. This is a cancelled. Okay. So this is a cancelled. Now we have to do integration of dx. Write down 2i is equal to integration from pi by 6 to pi by 3. Here it is dx. Here it is dx. Integration of dx, that is x, evaluated from pi by 6 to pi by 3. Now putting upper limit minus lower limit. Pi by 3 minus pi by 6. That is LCM is 6. Here it is 2 pi minus pi. Here it is pi by 6. 2i is equal to pi by 6. Write down. 2i is equal to pi by 6. I is equal to pi by 12. Very important question. I is equal to pi by 12. I is equal to pi by 12. So answer of this question is pi by 12. It's very important question which will be coming in examinations. Thank you to all for watching my classes. Please subscribe my channel, like my channel, share my channels.